here I'm off to San Esteban. Viva España.
Right, so here we are. It's the 15th of September. No, it's not. It's the 16th of September. And I'm heading off for Spain and catching the ferry tomorrow on the 17th. So I've got a 300-mile trip to Plymouth now. And Susie is going to join me on Saturday when she flies down. So I'll see you on Saturday, Susie.
See you then. Ride safe.
Okay.
Have a great time.
Right, bye for now.
Bye-bye.
I've stopped for my first stop at Streatham Services on the M5. 144 miles as I've done so far from leaving home. I'm glad I put my wet weather trousers on and my waterproof over my shoes, because I got soaked going down through Cheshire. Set off nice and dry when I left home, but going down through Cheshire, it poured with rain, and it's been off and on like that all the way down. So, but now the sun's shining. It's lovely weather. So I'm probably about halfway to Plymouth. So I'm going to have a cup of coffee now and fill up with. I'm going to have to pay the extra fuel prices here because I need some fuel, but I don't like buying it on the services. But needs must, as they say. So I'll speak to you later. Bye for now. Arrived at the hotel after 5 hours, a 6-hour journey, but I stopped for an hour to Streatham Services. This is the hotel room, Premier Inn at Plymouth East. Seems a very comfortable place, comfortable room, everything that you need. As you can see, I'm settling in. I haven't unpacked properly yet. Nice bathroom, which I shall have a nice bath or shower this evening. Very pleasant. Premier Inn obviously are famous for their beds. Supposed to be a very comfortable bed. Well, we'll see how I feel in the morning after I've had my good night's sleep. The ride down was very good, actually. It took me 6 hours, although 5 hours of that was riding. I stopped at Streatham Services for an hour in the end. I started talking to a chap who's got a Harley Sport Glide like mine, and he was very interested in the modifications that I'd done to mine. So we had a long chat, and then by the time I had a coffee and something to eat, it was an hour had passed. So in total, it took me 6 hours to get here, but with that hour stopped. So 5 hours riding, really. And unfortunately, I got wet, but you expect that in September in the UK. But according to the weather forecast, the weather in Santander, when I dock in Santander on Thursday morning, is going to be 32 degrees and sunny. So I think I might have to change the riding attire. No wet weather gear and some thinner jeans, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay, well, tune in for the rest. Bye for now. Here I am at Plymouth, awaiting the ferry. It's a bit damp, but there's a few bikes all going on the same trip. I'll fancy that. And all looking for some sunshine in sunny old Santander and beyond. it's always a drawn-out process for getting through passport control, and it actually looks like we're going to get searched here. I hope they don't ask me to unpack my bag, because it took me so damn long to pack it. It's going to be an absolute nightmare if you want to look through it. Let's just hope they don't. Well, that was a bit of luck. I didn't get searched, which I was pleased about, so I didn't have to unpack my bag. So now it looks like we are boarding the ferry on our way to the sunshine, hopefully. So I did notice there were an awful lot of bikes that had turned up. An awful lot of bikes that had turned up. And so here we go, on to the ferry. They normally take us down into the bowels of the ship when with the bike. So I think we normally sit with where the lorries normally go. Here we go. Look, we're going down to the bowels of the ship, just like I thought. And we'll all be found to be tightly packed in. Okay, this is my home for the next 20 hours. I've got a porthole, I think you call it a porthole, not a window when you're on a ship. Not a very particularly good view out there at the moment. It's raining. But there's my bed when I eventually pull it down. Nice little dressing table for me to put my makeup on. And what do we have in here? Oh, a shower. Nice little shower. Yep, that'll do me for the next 20 hours. Just sit and relax. And you never know, I might have a pop to the bar and see what's going on there. Well, the activity on the boat tonight is very good. We've got some entertainers, and the bar is very busy. So, although it's rocking a bit, so there's been a bit of spillage on the various places. So, but we're doing all right. The temperature is a lot warmer, I'm pleased to say, and so it looks like the anticipated weather of Spain is on its way. So I think we've got about another couple of hours to go before we dock in Santander. But as you can see, the weather is starting to get a lot better. It appears that there's just been some little doggy competition been taking place, but I didn't get up early enough to see that. But never mind. We've got a helipad here. Don't mind landing a helicopter on here. I suppose that's for medivac stuff. You get people who are taken ill on board ship. So, but yeah, the weather's looking nice. And here I am at the back of the boat. I might go and get some breakfast in a minute. I haven't had anything yet. I need a cup of coffee, I think. But there we go. That's where we've come from. Lovely, lovely. So it's a bit breezy, but I think that's a lot to do with the fact that we're out at sea. But the temperature's certainly warming up. Well, there seems to be an awful lot of bikes now on the boat, and we're all trying to get off, and hopefully we won't get stuck on that ramp. I met a couple, Jason and Lisa, who were on a Road King. They were going off to enjoy their holiday, but Lisa felt a bit rough because the boat was rocking a bit last night and she had to go to bed early. I hope she's feeling a lot better now before they start on their journey. But lots of bikes trying to get up the ramp. Let's just hope that that I don't get stuck on the ramp. I just want to get straight up. Well, so good so far. Not getting stuck on the ramp, so I think I'm safe now. I'm going to get off the boat without any trouble at all. Oh, look at that. It looks to be some sunshine. Blue skies and 32 degrees, evidently.
I'm off the ferry, and it's sun shining.
Well, I guess this is one of the problems of Brexit, that we've got all these people trying to get through passport control, and I've heard that there was about 600 bikes on the ferry, and they're all trying to get through passport control and all having their passports stamped, which is going to take a long time. So I'm just going to have to sit and bear with it. Unfortunately, we're all in our riding gear, which is thick jeans, leather jackets, etc. I've got a hoodie on, and it's 32 degrees and I'm getting very, very warm. So I'm going to have to stop and at some stage strip off and change into something a bit more relaxed for this ride. Well, getting through passport control was an absolute nightmare. It took an hour and 3/4 to get those 600 bikes through passport control. But at the end of the day, look at these roads. I think it was all worth it. Just when you get through passport control, you could see a whole load of bikes. and they've all pulled over and they were all stripping off and getting into their thinner riding gear to be able to ride in the sunshine, and me included, because I just couldn't carry on in the leather jacket and the thick jeans that I had. So I pulled over and I've changed and I've got some more relaxed gear on now, and I'm really enjoying this road. I've just spoken to Keith and he's on his way to El Molar, where he's going to be meeting me. Just coming into El Molar, a village just outside Madrid, where hopefully Keith will be waiting for me. He's told me that he's on the street, so I should be able to see him in a couple of minutes.